This is the American Rebellion. My name's Jerry. How y'all doing? I'm here with Matty K and Nikki Young. As always, it's Friday night. Hopefully, we'll have a good time. We got Jolene is here first. Hello, Jolene. Chastity Wyatt. Larry Burns from Canada. And how you doing, Matt? Good to hear.
I can't complain too much. Still alive. I don't know. We'll see in the future. Not sure. I got things going on, but that's no never which away from now.
Okay. Uh, Nick, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Dreary day, but other than that, can't complain.
All right. Daniel Rios here. How you doing, Daniel? Okay. The only thing I'm going to really say is I keep reading about how the military is in charge of the country. The military is not in charge of the country. They have not taken over the government. They're not going to take over the government. Joe Biden is in charge, or whoever's handling them. Okay. And that's it. I am not going to entertain any of this stupid bullshit I keep reading on Facebook that people are deciphering from one moron or another who does videos. Please keep in mind how often we are correct. Destiny Paris is here. How are you doing, Destiny? Hank Aaron passed away today. Did you know that, man? Hank Aaron passed away?
Hank Aaron?
I
I
thought
didn't know he was still alive. I would assumed he was already dead, but
I thought that he died
That's,
a while ago.
a trivial fact is alphabetically uh, yeah, a while ago, but I just saw something a couple weeks ago that alphabetically he is the first member of the Hall of Fame. His name begins with AA, so he's actually listed number one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he was 86 years old.
I did not know that. Really, huh? Pretty damn old. Um, uh, Tim Boat died a couple of days ago from the rock bass player a couple of days ago. Phil Spector died a couple of days ago. He was 81.
Oh, he was also a murderer and
I
in
think he was
prison.
still in jail or something.
Yeah, he was.
He murdered some broad mansion.
He married some has-been actress that was never was. Um, so Phil is Phil looked like a really weird guy. So, what the hell is that fucking noise?
Yeah, but he invented he invented a sound, actually, a recording sound that was used for 20 years back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah.
Wall of sound, Motown, wall of sound, but he was a weirdo. There's no doubt about it.
That doesn't mean he gets to murder some has-been and never was actress. Still a weird-looking guy, I'm telling you. Destiny Paris says hello. Daniel Rios says, I'm digging the subtitles. I don't have subtitles on. That's you. Let me make sure. Uh,
Really? We got subtitles? You're moving up in the world, Jerry.
no,
Konnichiwa. Lobestu este papel. Rausmeta.
no. We don't actually have. It's a Facebook thing. I think you can turn off in the settings for videos or some damn thing. I don't know, but Christine Radovich. No, it's you. I don't know who you are. I must have missed something in the comments here. Did I? Nope, that's her first comment. I think.
No, it's you what?
That's a good question. I have no idea. I'm coming through Facebook from a streaming site. I do not. There's no way to turn on subtitles here. Sorry. Okay, again, I'm not doing that. I'm not even on Facebook right now. I'm coming through the service to get there. Uh can I Jerry, can I hope for Godspeed? Oh, sure. I'm sorry you're going through everything and you're still coming on. Yeah, I don't want to be here. I'll be honest. But that's why I need to be. So came to the conclusion today that there ain't a friggin' thing I can do about it. And that's that. The subtitles converted what Matt said to you, moving up in a wheelchair, Jerry. Yeah, that figures. Well, Dave's here. Fuck you, faking Booker. Fracking Booker, or something.
Yeah, you could probably use the subtitles for Destiny. That would probably work.
Yeah, because you know she doesn't speak English. Let me just make sure she's not right. I'm going on Facebook now. We'll go to the video. We'll see what it says. Uh, oh, wrong goddamn site. Never mind. I'm in the wrong place. Hold on. Go back over here. Okay. Hold on. You guys can talk amongst yourselves if you like.
I will talk amongst myself. I usually do. In my head, I usually talk amongst myself all day long. So, not a real problem.
Yeah, so do I.
So, Nick, how about them Yankees up there? You don't see any? Come on.
What Yankees? Which ones?
I don't know. Well, we can talk about politics for a second. The Biden's undoing of 17 executive orders today, and ridiculous shit. I mean, he's fucked up already. Fucked up mostly everything already on the second day as being president. It's kind of it's a confidence builder.
Yeah, to say the least. Then he, fires the first black Surgeon General to ever be in that position and replaces him with a man of color, but not somebody you would consider to be a black man. That's mighty white of him to do that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, Joe, it's always been pretty, let's say in his past, not real tolerant of minorities, to say the least. And now he seems to want, like, Neapolitan ice cream on everything for some reason. I don't know who's making him do this, or he's so, his mental state is so out of it, he doesn't realize it doesn't seem to matter if anybody has to have any qualifications or not. It's just what they look like. He's going to put them in some goddamn slot, one way or the other.
Well, right. Yeah. And I think it should be offensive to Kamala Harris that they keep saying that she's the first woman vice president. How do they know what she identifies as?
She doesn't fucking care.
I thought that was their whole
time.
Yeah, but I thought that was that's their whole premise, though. You can't judge someone just because of what they look like,
She'll let them call her whatever if they want to, but she's going to be the fucking president sooner or fucking later.
Yeah, there's that, too.
So Destiny says.
But she claims she's a black woman.
Yeah, well, she's
not.
Full of shit is what she is. Destiny says, shut the fuck up, Santa Creepy fucking Clausicus. That would be Matt. Daniel Rio asks the question. I don't know why, he's been on here for a while, but Matt, why does everyone give you shit on here all the time? No response from the Matster.
Say again? I didn't catch it.
Daniel Rio would
like little metal page is there.
Daniel Rio wants to know why everybody gives you shit on here all the time.
No doubt about it. That's nothing new to me.
It's shit maker too, so you got to expect it right back, right?
I guess. I don't know. So there's your answer. Plus, I think the easiest answer is that it's easy. And sometimes he makes it that way. Oh, Nick, by the way, I have figured out why Matt never uses the right sound for the letters TH. He's trying to be like Irish or fucking Scottish or something. Because apparently that's how they speak.
You know what? I think you're correct with that statement.
I've been watching
this. It sounds about right.
I've been watching this kid.
Yeah. It's like a conglomeration sort of thing.
Yeah. Been watching
such sport.
Right. Been watching this kid. He does these true crime stories, and when he says "turdy tree," I want to choke him. Let's see as possible. See you going through this. It's a strength you don't see. Okay. Well. I don't know. Don't feel like it. Destiny's opinion on the Matt question is because Daniel, it is a fun sport, and he gives us so much material to work with. That's Destiny's opinion. We're pretty sure Destiny is in love with Matt, always has been. So I don't know. They must be having an argument now or something. I don't
We know this. This is common knowledge.
know. Yeah. I don't know.
Just destiny. No pun intended.
I expect to shut the fuck up Matilda here soon. We haven't got one of them in a while from her.
I expect she's going to say you need to accept yours too, Matt.
Yeah. What is reality? Yeah, Matt doesn't know about reality. You keep going muted on my screen. Anybody else? I don't think so. I'm hearing this white noise back here for some reason. I don't know. Let me see.
Reality is a perspective.
Gary, let me give my honest opinion because this sound sucks to me.
Yeah.
It is broken up as hell.
Is it?
It's probably the streaming site you're on. I think it's fucked up.
No. Same one we're always on. It's probably
But how come me and you, Nick, can hear each other perfectly all the time? So,
My point, Matt.
Biden has just ordered $15 minimum
well, you
wage.
just have to press on. I mean, what can I say?
Biden has just ordered a $15 minimum federal worker wage. Destiny says, shut the fuck up, Matilda. Fact check, I repeat, not if I was in a coma.
Well, now, get the chubby.
Yeah, I think she protests too much. I don't know. All right, I tell you what. Let's all hang up and fucking try this one more time because that noise is driving me nuts, and you guys apparently can't hear me or something. Everybody, hang up. We'll be right with you guys. All right, try this one more. This is third time tonight. We gotta do this before the show.
Jerry, it's
Okay.
it is, I guess.
Oh, that's a little better.
Maybe it's my headphones.
The white noise is gone.
I didn't
This is
hear it.
much better.
I didn't hear any white noise. Yeah, I hear it pretty clear.
The white noise you hear is Matt. No, yeah, it sounds way better now. Even Matt does. Doesn't sound like he's 140 miles away. Let's see. Chastity
Sounds like
says,
he's like right on your hip pocket right there.
yeah, true story. Chastity says, Jerry, I'm sober tonight. I'm so scared about what's coming and it's happening. What? What's coming and what's happening? You can't say shit like that without explaining that. Right?
That's a blanket opening statement. Just Cassidy, you gotta elaborate on that one there.
Yeah, a little bit at least. Franklin Morehart Jr. is here. Daniel Rios says, I had a conversation with a Trump supporter friend of mine today, and he's feeling like he has lost faith in Trump and feels like he was misled the whole time. Do any of y'all feel the same? Nah. Uh, my opinion is his biggest fuck up in office was not too much against him. When you have some talking everything and not doing what he's told, up to Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, to name it, against you, it's freaking hard, man. When you get off the show, the last one early because I found out my best friend passed away. Jesus, there's just nothing good. All right, well, sorry to hear it, Franklin. Biden stopped the pipeline. Yeah. Biden stopped the pipeline and raising minimum wage that will cause the layoffs. That's what I mean. Oh. Well, you know what, folks? We all need to turn off the news and quit watching the news videos and maybe decompress for a week or two. Okay? Because in the end, um, many of us have been driving ourselves nuts with this since Obama. It's amazing we're not all in a home. So maybe it's time to step back. For those of you blaming Trump for what happened in the election and everything else, none of us are in position to be able to tell what exactly happened. But he told everybody there was going to be fraud. Uh, he should have never made the lock her up and drain the swamp frickin' promises. I'll give you that. And seeing as how he did, should have been getting naked pictures of everybody or something. I don't know, to get them out of office, but that didn't happen. I don't think he was perfect. I think he's one of the better presidents we had. I think the American people have truly let this country down starting years and years and years ago. And to try to blame that on Trump and say it's all his fault or he let you
I
down.
don't even know if I don't even if I'd call him one of the better presidents we've had. I'd call him one of the most controlled by 6 ways from Sunday.
Yeah, but that is obviously what led to the problems. In the end, we need to step back. I mean, we got people out here now saying that the military is taking over the government, and apparently nobody knows. Nobody. Joe Biden is just out there fucking up the country, and the military is doing nothing to stop him. I mean, you guys, what was Kamala Harris swearing an oath over? Well, there were two books on top of the fucking or upside down. What does this mean? It means that somebody was holding the Bible the wrong, upside down. That's all it fucking means. Right? You got to quit watching the YouTube videos of people who don't know what the hell they're talking about, who are coming up with shit like it's some kind of Q crap. You got to quit listening to Q. two different people. Okay. They figured this out with computers somehow. Okay. It is time to start worrying about your own. All this shit's going to do. I'm not going through arguing and saying the same crap over and over again while Biden's in office. I can tell you that. The same shit we said about Obama. Biden is probably going to make Obama look better than he does. I mean, look what 100,000 jobs I hear on the Keystone Pipeline are gone. $15 federal minimum wage is not going to help the economy. So get off the fucking TV and watch a
Think
comedy.
about that one. Why federal?
He has no control over the states.
The federal is the most secure jobs in the world. That's the common citizen.
Yep.
That's the problem. But $15 minimum wage is not going to work. I don't care how you look at it.
Nope.
That will put.
But when you're using taxpayer money that isn't yours, they don't care. As soon as you understand that the people up there in Washington do not give a shit about us and can do any damn thing they please, the easier it is to understand why they're impeaching Trump and why the minimum wage in the federal government is $15 an hour. They do not care, and they will get away with whatever they want to get away with. More than what likely, he's going to end up worse than Obama. Tidbit: look at Monkey Works on YouTube. You don't have to. Did you just hear what I said? Monkey Works? Really? Folks, here's the deal. Nobody on YouTube or Facebook that you are currently following that does videos, okay, has any fucking clue about any of this conspiracy theory bullshit, other than the fact that they had a bad dream and it became truth to them. Q. Every fucking thing Q has said is wrong. The election. What was going to happen now? Mass arrests. Emergency broadcasts. Now, I don't know. Maybe I missed the mass arrests and maybe I missed the emergency broadcasts, but I'm pretty sure they didn't happen. And now the new one is the military is in charge of the government. If the military becomes in charge of the government, okay, you will know it. And here's the deal. It's called a military coup, rather. And no one will like that. No one. Okay. And you guys believe whatever you want, but if you come on your show and watch, you know, Jerry, it's a military.
Well, yeah, it's the same with everybody crowing for. They want martial law. Martial law. You know what that means? That means they can do whatever the fuck they want to, and you got no rights. That's what the martial law means.
Yeah, martial law means they
Yeah, and the president loses all control of the country.
Yep. The only time martial law or like saying a state, for instance, and the governor remains.
People don't understand what they're asking.
Yeah. Larry Burns says minimum wage went to $15 an hour here, or what loonies or whatever they got in Canada there, and the prices on everything went up. You increase your wage you just spent on the expensive groceries, still leaving you with the same amount or possibly less. Because $15 an hour is $15 an hour, and any store on the planet will raise its prices and use this as an excuse. When I lived in South Florida, if they prices kept going up, they blamed a hurricane for like 5 fucking years. It was ridiculous. I'm not going to do it right now. I wrote it down. I'll think about it because I got to tell you, it's all bullshit, people. It's all fucking bullshit. I wonder if the people screaming martial law realize that they are not exempt from it based on their political alliance. Good one, Daniel. And Daniel was a combat veteran.
Very good, Daniel.
Yeah, you know, I mean, he'd be
Daniel sees it.
if he was in the military. He'd be he'd be one of the ones in the streets. There could be tanks in the streets. You know, depending on what city. Like in Portland, they make. Guys, listen, we're stuck. And we're probably stuck with Biden and or Harris, depending on how long Biden lasts with that blank stare on his face all the freaking time. Randy, how you doing? Okay. And if Harris gets into office, oh, I guarantee you. And the next one. Trump is not going to run for president again because he cannot take any chances of losing. Because when all is said and done and calmer heads prevail, he's going to have a very good reputation. It's asking for trouble. People complain about alt-right. They're the ultra-left. I've never seen so many liberals congregate in one place in my life. Yeah, I couldn't live there, but I don't even want to visit that. I don't want to fly over it in an airplane. Joe's going to be dealt with by his own party. It's all part of their plan. Joe's just a patsy. I don't know. Our only hope in all this is Joe is so fucking bad and Kamala is so fucking bad that the Democrats implode. Because they have to implode on themselves. The Republicans are not going to do it. The Republicans are completely fucking useless. So.
Well, there are no Republicans. It's, don't have faith in any one of them, some bitches. Come on.
Nah.
If you learned anything over this fucking presidential campaign, it's to know that much. Don't have any faith in any of the fucking. They're. Come on. It's all out. They're all out for number the fuck one. And that's it. Period. And it's obvious.
Well, Destiny says she agrees with us. She probably can and see the exact same stuff that we're seeing. Ridiculousness that became completely out of control. And not really okay. And the Republicans. in my opinion, there is not one worthwhile anything in the United States government that actually gives a shit enough to stand up and say enough. And that,
Oh,
and right
Joe's
now,
already got us back in the Paris climate.
and they're getting
Yeah,
ready.
yeah.
Iran is
It's already
producing.
got us back into the nuclear treaty with Iran.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah, and Iran is.
she's just fast.
Yep.
And without any grease.
Yep. Iran is already ramping up fuel or oil production, so they're going to start selling oil to the United States again. Businesses will start doing business. And China has not met any of its obligations on the China trade deal phase 1, so that's going to be gone. We're going to be inundated still with Chinese crap. Okay? So Chastity says, Jerry, you and I both know Trump will not walk away from something that was corrupt. It's not his style. Art of the deal, art of war. What can he do? He's one guy. There's not enough people backing him. The entire world is happy he's gone, and they've come out and said it. And one of those is our closest ally, England. Boris Johnson, who everybody. Franklin asks, or says, I'm wondering about, but he'd be coming back in some form or another. That could mean anything. Doesn't mean he's going to be back as president. You know what? I swear to God, you guys don't believe me, but I swear to God, I wish you were right. But I'm sorry. Let's implode. I got so excited to hear that I attempted a cartwheel from David Hughes. But he did. You've heard the last of them in the political realm. And maybe he'll start a news organization or something to that effect. What good's that going to do? They'll just replace Fox News as the news station that everybody hates because it's conservative. All right, guys, it's over. Sadly, there ain't but one way to change it, and I'm not advocating for it. Listen, I just want to live with some peace in my head. That's all. I'm not listening to some moron on YouTube or Facebook tell me we need war with no fucking plan. So that's that. His best chance was right before Pence disallowed the objections and they certified Biden as president of the United States. That was his best chance. And the morons who fucked that up were the people who broke into the Capitol, which just reinforced what Pence was going to do and the Democrats were going to do. Okay? You want to blame somebody for the actual thing that happened? That's what happened. The minute they did that and scared the shit out of some of them, they were absolutely resolved to get rid of Trump. If any of them were even anywhere near on the fence, that ended that. Don't call for war if your only experience is playing paintball on the weekends. Jerry, Boris Johnson is a fence rider, so is the rest. They all thought Trump was crazy. Yeah, but they didn't think he was crazy when he was promising them a trade deal for after Brexit. They didn't think he was crazy about that. And Boris Johnson completely fucked up Brexit. So, no, it's not over yet. I'm probably wrong, but it's not over. Okay. You're welcome to believe anything you want, but it's your mental state that's going to go down the hill. There are people out there that are literally insane over this shit. And I know a few of them. Because they spend so much time with all this hope and grabbing on to, well, this thing and that thing, and none of this shit comes true. Right after the election, everybody told us to calm down, calm down. He's going to be the president on January 20th. And they laid out what was going to happen. And in the end, you had to trust Pence, a career politician. I had a problem with that.
Oh yeah, the old track record of don't worry, it's all a grand plan. It was like, okay, that didn't work. Okay, the next part of the grand plan is this. Oh, that don't work. Well, there's going to be Sessions. There's going to be Barr. Barr was going to arrest everybody. And then it's like, okay, the next step of the grand plan, that didn't work. Let's got to make up another grand plan here. You know, it's like, there's a point in time where you got to say, it's not going to happen.
I mean, there was a time everybody thought Hillary Clinton was going to jail. Hillary Clinton is still out there talking shit. And when Hillary Clinton dies,
yeah, that cracked me up. She wants an investigation now into the Trump. What did she say yesterday to Pelosi for? What was it? She's dictating policy to fucking the Speaker of the House of the Democratic Party.
Yep.
Hillary is. And Pelosi's going, yeah, okay, yeah, I get you.
Jerry, don't give up.
In public. She holds no office now. She holds no fucking federal office whatsoever. She's dictating policy to the Democratic Speaker of fucking Congress.
I think.
Yeah, neither does Obama and his wife or husband or whatever that is. They're all, trying to stay, relevant in everything and telling everybody this is what needs to happen. This is how we think. This is the right thing to do. I mean, shut the fuck up. You're no longer there. Just shut the fuck up. Let those in power either do the job or fuck up themselves.
Well, basically, that's like the oxymoron. They do the job and fuck up at the same time, usually. So they do both at the same time.
Well, yeah. I mean, it works hand in hand.
Jerry, don't give up. Do not mistake my realistic view or Matt's or Nick's for giving up. I am tired of hearing that. It has become an insult. Not from you, Chastity, but from many others. I know you wouldn't use that as an insult. A couple of people on this show have said that, other than you. And I'm going to, Larry Burns from Canada, Says it perfectly. Alls I know, I sleep in the same bed, eat at the same kitchen table, and work at the same job. In the end, we don't control shit except our own lives and actions. I never said quit. What I said was take care of yourselves, learn things, stock up on things, do the right thing for yourself and your family. Okay? Try to do it with a clear head, with realistic goals. Thank you, Larry. Destiny says our versions of the Democrats' opposition leader demanded this week our PM denounce Trump because he supported him. That sounds about right, huh? Franklin says a lot of people just trusted Mike Pence and we didn't think he turned his back on Trump, but he proved to be a traitor. The American people, I mean, hell, even I thought Pence was a better man. I never liked him, but I thought as vice president, he didn't make a fool of anybody or himself. Um, and it seemed like he was a guy that Trump could count on. But obviously, we were wrong. Let's see. How was Pence a traitor? Pence and every other fucking person in that goddamn House and Senate.
Mike Pence before he became vice president. I know. That tells me he's part of the fucking machine. Count on him for what? He did an adequate job. He wasn't a babbling buffoon like and then Clay or Joe Biden was. I gotta tell you, he's probably not the hardest fucking job in the world. I mean, you're not really making decisions. You got to sound like Joe, but let's put it that way.
Well, how is he a traitor? This election was stolen. He knew it, and everybody else knows it. Most American citizens with a straight head know it. The fraud was unfucking real. And he did was took away from people. That happened. And making Joe Biden president. Okay. I just thought it would make sure the votes would count and make sure that the right thing happened and Trump would have stayed in office. So did everybody else. Any politicians. It's like these people that want the convention of states to fix this and that. And really? You want to put your fate into a bunch of politicians where they get to change the Constitution? You got to be a complete idiot to want that. I don't know. Y'all can believe whatever you want. That's up to you. Y'all can drive yourself nuts over this shit. Y'all can do whatever you want. Me, I used to read 25 fucking sites a day. I'd go to literally in a day, 3-4 hours it took, go to 25 different sites and read all the news. Obviously, that was taking a big chunk out of my day, so I cut it down to 10, 9, something like that. Since the election, I read one site and barely get, and I most of the time do not get through any of that, all of it. And you know something? Politically speaking, I'm a little bit better. Okay? Because here's what's going to happen. And we all knew this. I don't know why it's such a fucking surprise. Eventually, the economy is going to collapse sooner than later. He's going to allow every illegal into the country. He's going to, the Muslims are going to be acting up again. We're going to end up in a fucking war somewhere because of it. He's going to screw over Israel because then nobody, for some reason, likes Israel. Okay. We're going back to appeasement instead of stay the fuck away from us or we're going to kill you. Which is why when Trump was in office, we didn't have the friendly problem. That's what's going to happen. Why this is a surprise to everybody, I don't fucking know. And you know what's going to also happen? The Republicans in the House and the Senate are going to scream to the fucking rafters about all the horrible things Joey's doing. But you know what they're going to do about it? Nothing. That's what they're going to do. Why this sounds so unbelievably untrue, I don't know, but this is where the things are going to happen. There's already a TNN, Larry.
Now,
I forget what it stands for, but it's like a religious channel. Have to come up with something different.
it used to be the Ted Turner way back when, before it became CNN, right? That Ted Turner's?
No, I think it was
Organization?
CNN. No, I think it was CNN, and he has TNT and TBS. I don't know if he still has them, but he started them.
Oh,
Back
TNT.
back when they were still
TNT,
good to
yeah,
watch.
that's what it was.
Yeah, back when they were still. TNN is like a religious channel. So that's exactly what's
My
going to
dad's
happen,
brother
Jerry.
actually worked for Ted Turner way back in the day.
Oh, I'm wrong.
He was a
Yeah,
news anchor.
yeah, I'm wrong. Daniel Rio's right. The Nashville network is TNN. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. I don't know. Stephen Tolliver is here. Hello, Stephen. But that's the shit that's going to happen.
Speaking of this stoppage of Trump's policy of the immigration thing, Biden says 100-day pause. You know what the reason behind that is? And this is the stupidest shit I ever heard in my life. So that they can study the current policy and figure out a better one. How about leave it in place and do your study for 100 days and then figure it out?
Yeah. Well,
It's be like, studying or shutting down the electrical grid to study alternative energy.
Yeah. Yep.
Makes no sense.
Oh, that's another thing. We're probably going to pass some kind of Green New Deal or another that's going to break every fucking company in the goddamn U.S. Because, God forbid, a tree dies doing anything. I'm all for nature and I'm all for the planet and I'm all for that. But, not when it can cost us billions of fucking dollars and wreck the economy. I mean, the Paris Climate Accord, who do you think pays for all that shit? Everybody here who pays taxes that go to the federal government pays for that climate accord and other countries to be in it, just like NATO, just like the UN. They're taking the word alien out of the Constitution. Did anyone hear about that? Probably not.
Oh, yeah, that's the point. Yeah. Trump took us out of the Paris Climate Accord. Did any of the climate get any fucking worse since we weren't in it, or any better since we weren't in it?
Yeah.
They want us to. It's cost us. I think it's $4 billion a year we pay into that fucking thing. What difference does it make? We weren't in it for 4 years. Did anything fucking change? No.
And
They said we didn't give you $4 billion. Well, that'd be $12 billion, $15 billion for 4 years.
well, let's not.
Yeah, that's all you didn't get. You didn't get less pollution or anything. You just didn't get $16 billion fucking dollars.
Let's not forget that Biden wants to repair Obama's legacy also. And the Iran deal, which is utterly ridiculous, and the Paris Accord is utterly ridiculous. Okay? But that was Obama. And you can bet your ass Obama was in his ear saying, this is what you need to do for me.
Yeah, I bet fucking Greta, how dare you, will probably be getting a little kicked down. She'll probably become a multi-millionaire.
Well, she came out today. I read.
Back into Paris Climate Accord.
I read that.
How dare you give me $2 billion a year?
Well, I've heard already that she's come out and said that AOC's Green New Deal was not near enough. I'm not sure what she meant by that. There ain't no charging stations in the sky for this shit, so I don't know what more could possibly. When California's already gotten rid of the cows that farted. Apparently, I mean, what kind of stupid shit is going on here? In order to change the Constitution or add to it or take away from it, it's a big process, Daniel. I doubt that's true. At least, I'm sure there's people talking about it. There's always somebody making something racist. And of course, most people do that, but there is a big process for that. And, I doubt that's true, but, there are probably people talking about it. Because, see, every day on TV, some moron gets on there with his brilliant fucking plan to change the goddamn world, and it usually has to do with let's get rid of the white people and put them in concentration camps so we can re-educate them and make the world perfect, which I guarantee you will not work. Apparently, $4 billion will create clean air and stop Mother Nature from her natural global warming. Yeah. No, what it'll do is make somebody a few $1 million or a bunch of somebody's a few $1 million more rich because it's rife with corruption. You can count on it. You mean 4 billion more because the last 4 billion didn't do the job? What exactly? I've never read the Paris Climate Accord because I thought it was stupid from the beginning, and it was just Obama spending our fucking money. But what is it? What they want everybody to be driving bicycles or a horse and buggy? You can't. Horses fart. So a bicycle or something by 2022 or something. Is that what it is? There's a woman out there that says she's finding impeachment articles on Joe Biden. Yeah, how far do you think that's going to get, Franklin? That won't get out of committee. And if it does, it's not going to win on the House floor. That's just a political stunt is all it is. The difference is when you're in command, you can actually impeach somebody twice in one term. Doesn't matter if any of it's true, but you can. And now the Democrats have the House, the presidency, and at least half of the Senate. And in a 50-50 tie, guess who gets to break that tie? And that would be Kamala Harris. What do you think she's going to vote for? There are two constitutions: the organic original and the
problem
corporation.
is her articles of impeachment are actually true.
Yeah, probably. There are two constitutions: the organic, which was the original constitution. Let's see, the corporation constitution. I know. And for those of you wishing to get the original back, it's not going to happen. It'd be nice. Think of all the freedoms we'd have and how much more money we'd have not paying all these fucking taxes and all the rest of this bullshit that goes on. The one amendment that should have been put in the Constitution is no one is to serve more than 2 terms in any office in the United States. Period. Another one could be there shall be no taxes levied against the citizens of the United States other than for military purposes and, a few other things. Some, whatever. Unfortunately, here we are. They just got to tax the shit out of us. And more now. Because I guarantee you his tax break that he gave us is going to be gone soon. But that's why he wanted to make it permanent. But there was no chance of that happening.
But it's funny how Obama can create laws, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
He's not Congress, like the ACA, that nobody could read. You got to vote on it before you can read it, right?
Yeah.
And that just fucked people out of everything. And the DACA shit, another unconstitutional thing. But now all of a sudden you can't get rid of it. But it's unconstitutional.
Here's my question.
These people are crooked as fuck.
You want to do some good? Start putting this shit through the court system till it gets to the Supreme Court. Filing impeachment articles against Joe Biden is a political stunt. You want to do something real? That's what you do. Take it to the fucking Supreme Court and ask them, is this constitutional? You got a 50-50 chance of them saying no. It's sad that it's only 50-50 because of the people on the court, and you better hope nobody dies on the court. The next 4 or 8 years, because if they do, or retire.
Same thing with this current Trump bogus impeachment again. If you read what the impeachment or a vice president out of office, Trump's no longer in office. You can't remove him from office.
Yeah.
What the fuck they're going to remove him from?
Well, they're going to say that he was in office when the articles were filed.
They want to press charges on the past end of that. But the funny thing about the Supreme Court is they can they have the discretion to not even take a case up. If they don't vote to, even if there is a case,
right?
Now,
yeah, it's a big deal. It's a deal ever.
And guess what? He may retire. They were talking about him retiring during Trump. He may retire. Kind of makes me wonder who would become the Chief Justice. If Clarence Thomas or somebody like that dies, we're back to being fucked again. Fred Shaw says, well, I don't believe this is over yet, folks. The military, Joe, know that peace sign all papers. The military the military is there because supposedly they need to keep the peace. Okay? The government is in charge of the government. Destiny Paris says, I hate with a passion that the Paris Accord we are in, all it has done for us is given us the most expensive planet. We can hardly use any of it. Yep. Alex here. Hello, Virginia. Brother, if the military was in charge, we wouldn't be here talking about this. All this shit would have been shut down. It's over. From Daniel Rio. Yeah. And if they're going to send in the military to take over the government, that's how it works.
Destiny, I could give you some electricity over here.
Again, and that's probably not even going to be a problem. He don't want. Why would he want? He'd be what, 76 or 8 years old? Come on, he's not going to run again. Unless the troops up in D.C., which I haven't heard have been federalized, they're not going to send in the fucking troops to take over. National Guard. They're not going to do it. Okay, his troops. Because of what they made him sleep in a parking garage because they didn't have a mask on in a donut shop. Because some Democrat got all pissy with him, and one of them said,
Right.
Asked him, why aren't you wearing masks?
Yeah. Sleeping in the parking garage, I'm like, sleep in the parking garage. Oh, that's disrespect. The garage ain't that bad. You got a fucking roof over your head. I think that. Oh God, they're gonna sleep on the fuck big the fuck deal.
Well, they're going to send in the regular military if they take over, guys, not the national. It's simple. And frankly, it would be a coup. Coup. A military coup. And then you try hard to get that guy from stopping being in charge. Whoever that general happens in a head guy in charge of the coup gets in here, you don't want to leave. Fred says, how they still have 2,500 military up here in Michigan. They still have them around the Capitol and they ain't leaving. That's because your governor is a shithead. That's why. And people hate her. But much of everything. Did they need 26,000 troops? Or was up in no. Did anything. I received a letter today from my township saying I've passed an ordinance outlawing off-grid lighting. Yeah, they've done that in a lot of places. You know, in Florida, it belongs to the state. Well, two got federally marshaled the day before the inauguration. They all got sworn in, and they're still okay. It doesn't mean anything. News for you guys. You best hope they don't. Because the military in a coup will suspend the fucking Constitution and all the rest of it, like they did during the Lincoln did it during the Civil War. Suspended everything. People will end up going to prison. Undetermined amount of time. With no trial, no lawyers, no nothing. They will have anything. You better hope this shit don't happen. Listen, military's on our side. It ain't. They don't get about. And ain't no. Good God! How is this? What the fuck? Is everybody insane? No. Disappointed yet again. Okay. Eventually, all the National Guard troops, Biden's going to go on and do whatever the fuck he wants and screw every fucking one of us. Things will not fight. The Democrats will walk all over them, and the only ones that are going to pay is us. The markets are going to crash. The housing market's going to crash. Everything's fucking crash. Everything that we gained during Trump is going away. That's all right. You know, I got to tell you, for as argumentative as we are on this show against all this conspiracy theory crap, I can't remember the last time we were wrong. You don't believe it. I wish I wish was fucking right. This messed up. But I don't believe that's going to be military. Have you ever actually been in the military? I was one time, because there was specks of yellow paint on leaves, to paint the leaves green. One officer said everybody would have followed through hell and back. Yelled for doing that because it was stupid. Guess what? That was the one officer that no one was in the dark side. It was Vietnam, major move. Okay, and that's exactly what the military. Those are low ranks, but promotion. You become, you know, apparently become a politician in the military. Because in order to make that 1-star general, you have to get people to like you and want you to be a general. That's what it becomes.
Well, Terry, Terry is not going to do what they're told and the blah, blah, blah. That is drummed into you from day one. You do what you're fucking told to go. You do anything they fucking tell you. Anything. Without question. That is the core of military discipline.
Yep.
Yeah, it's either painting leaves or, latrine duty. Pick one. Which one's better?
Yep. In the end, the military is not different than civilian life in the aspect of how it's just some bullshit. It's happening on a day-to-day basis in the military, are on the whims of whoever your commanding officer is. Okay. Stupid. We used to sit around and do nothing all fucking day. We would get off around 5 o'clock. By 3:30, they wanted everybody at the fucking armory to clean rifles, and that was 2 hours of that, and you'd end up getting a day to do this. You got 30 late, half hour late, because you had to go clean rifles, go and get them, bring them back, clean a rifle that was already fucking clean, and fuck around looking like you're doing it for 2 fucking hours, and then go bring it back. The stupid ass shit. It's a little better in wartime because most of the commanders understand that everybody's under a lot of stress, and the stupid shit does go down some. But Daniel was in combat. Stephen I bet you they'll tell you about some stupid shit in the middle of a war zone. Like some asshole second lieutenant telling me that she foot or press your foot start was illegal. Okay. So you're expecting some general to come out of the woodwork. Why do you think in the military on these fucking talking head shows you never see an active duty military officer giving his opinion on government? It's always the guys who are retired. Like they know something. And why is that? Because you're passion. The U.S. What is it? Shit.
I don't have any current
No, other than what they hear. Now, some of them do keep their security clearance for some fucking reason, and I don't know why that is, but that's what they do. You know,
they make a little bread, for tea. A general coming up with his
during the Civil War, everybody acts like everybody from the South up north in the Union Army just quit and went down south. That's true. And the people from the South Stadium Army, many were not trusted. Whether they if they were Union sympathizers, okay, they were not trusted. There were three guys that were given jobs that were not all that fucking important. Revolutionary War. Supposedly, people. There is no scenario where the military is just going to up and quit side and not shoot the ever living. There is no scenario that's going to happen. If who knows? But the majority will stay here no matter what happens. And if you go out there and try to start a war with the United States government, this country, or worse, you're going to be charged with treason, sedition, and you're going to go to prison, military prison, for the rest of your life. That's what's going to happen. Good point.
Oh yeah, you got to get that. You got to get that Uncle Shitty paycheck twice a month. And I got to go shoot people and do something. And well, they flip the coin.
What happened? What the military veterans who were probably still paying their damn subsidies from the government first. That
I'll tell you exactly why.
how about that?
Exactly why. I mean, who is in charge? Individual loans, liberals. Problem. Suit, the lawyer takes it up to the first court. They're going to say, fuck you. So what is he going to do then? Then go to the next court, and the next court, and the next court. until what? He fucking makes it to the uh, that will cost millions in lawyers' fees, filing fees to it. And the United States government don't like to lose. So what they'll do is keep continuing cases and continuing. It'll take years and years and years.
Class action suits make lawyers rich.
Yeah. What the United States government
The lawyers make
Yeah, actually, I've got. I was in some class action suits.
teeth are falling out of my fucking head from it. But the United States government will not recognize dental problems as that being part of the problem. Thousands of guys and women that were there having the same problem. Some of their teeth are just crumbling. Problems and all kinds, cancers and shit go through the same process I have to go through again. And every fucking buddy knew the water wasn't good. From the commanding general. Okay. The United States government is very. They give money away. Christ, I didn't even get a stimulus check. Oh, we're down to 4 people because they watch the show. You get up tonight?
Do any trivia or any, like they sure.
Yeah, that's probably.
in a box. Me how to pay and how much I have. It says important information 27. Because Cologuard
Anybody with our video tonight?
But it's been a struggle, Jerry. I can tell you right now to hear anything
Yeah.
on
Okay.
my end.
All right.
Good
Well,
thing I have the closed caption on.
yeah. Well, okay. Anyway, guys. Anybody but whatever. I hope